Welcome back once again, shifters, light guardians, earth angels. Thank you so much for being here. This is your friend, your captain, your fellow light guardian, Brendan, aka Skull Babylon, welcoming you to another guided global meditation presented here on behalf of ParadigmShiftCentral.com, a real-world interactive game to be able to help assist with the shift in consciousness. And part of the way how we play that game is by being able to create conscious media, by documenting the shift, by being able to come together as a community, by inspiring each other, by doing things such as these guided global meditations every Sunday, as well as team roundtable broadcasts live every Thursdays, both at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't yet, be sure to check out more at ParadigmShiftCentral.com or go right to live.ParadigmShiftCentral.com. Be sure to bookmark that. There's been some pretty awesome upgrades that have been taking place there, and there's going to be a lot of amazing community content coming through that creative channel. So be sure to check that, get involved, sync up with our team Discord channel if you want to be able to be a part of this global team of shifters. Shifters are people who are actively helping assist with the shift in consciousness through intentional acts of compassion and creativity. So the Discord is at tinyurl.com/paradigmshiftchat. And again, if you are watching this on YouTube, please feel free to share the broadcast. Please feel free to let others know that we are live right now. And if I can get an 1111 in the YouTube chat to make sure that things are running through okay. I'm just clicking a couple buttons here on my end. I think my app might be frozen, but let's just confirm that the feed is running smoothly, and we will get right into the introduction. I'll explain a little bit about what to be able to expect from tonight's guided global meditation. And again, for those of you who have been involved with the past guided global meditations, looks like it's good, 1111, thank you everyone. For those of you who have been involved with the past guided global meditations, you know that the ones that we do here are oftentimes quite different from what people are used to in terms of meditations. We really focus on the concepts of stories and visualizations and emotions. And so for tonight's meditation, as I'm explaining this, again, please feel free to share the broadcast, get yourself ready, get some water, get some tea, get your pillows, get yourself comfortable, start creating your sacred space, and keep your ears open as I just explained to you a little bit about what to be able to expect. So for tonight's guided global meditation, this is a very powerful time of year right now. The date currently December 23rd on a Sunday. And of course, this is right after the solstice, or technically we're still in that solstice vibration. The solstice was technically on the 22nd this year, kind of flips back and forth between 21st and 22nd. And of course, we are also coming off the wake of the full moon again. And the full moon's like at 97 right now. So we're still pretty full. And this was a Cancerian full moon, of course, in Sagittarius, happening every year, but in sync with the solstice. This combination won't actually happen again until 2094 is what I heard, give or take. So this is a very potent time to be able to synchronize with these energies. And going into this meditation, what I want to be able to focus on, I want us to really be able to reflect what this time of year feels like, what it means, what it calls forth from us. And of course, this is the holiday season, Christmas, as we call it. And yet, even the term Christmas, I like to think about the idea of Christmas literally being Christ in Mass. It is the awakening of the Christ consciousness that is within each and every one of us. And so from that idea alone, what we'll be doing with this meditation is we'll be, in a sense, invoking the Christ consciousness within each of us. And so what we usually do within these guided global meditations, we do different ones each week. And again, this is a practice. This is just a practice. For tonight's meditation, we're really going to be focusing on the idea of bringing our intentional healing energy to where it is needed. So in the same way you can think of how distance healing works, Reiki, how things like that work, what we'll be doing a guided visualization. And we'll be bringing our healing to where it is needed. I'm going to explain more. I'm going to give you a run through as to what to be able to expect from this meditation. And overall, this broadcast will probably go, I would say, no more than 90 minutes. But we're going to get into it pretty soon. So what you'll be able to expect from this meditation, this is basically what's going to happen. It will start with a body scan. This is something that we do regularly, connecting with our breath. And then from there, we scan our body, we allow it to relax. And the scanning of the body, not only does it allow us to get into that place of stillness, but it also creates the invitation for us to sort of get into that theta state. It starts beginning the story in that sense. It is like calibrating our body to be able to access the spiritual technology that is already inside of us, that ability to go inwards as we expand outwards. It's a very powerful idea. And so we'll be scanning our body, something we do regularly with every meditation. From there, what we're going to do is we're actually going to elevate our awareness above our house. And so this is, in a way, you can kind of think of it like astral projection, that though it's not officially astral projection, it's more kind of like a visual representation of astral projection. But we're going to float ourselves above our house. And it's similar to something we've done in past meditations, and there's a purpose for that, because I want people to become familiar with some of the format, but there is distinct aspects to this meditation that I'll explain as we keep going into this. We'll float above our house. And then from there, what we are going to do is we are going to activate ourselves into a body of light. And essentially, this is the really powerful idea, is that basically we are going to, I'll just say it bluntly, we are going to imagine ourselves as earth angels, as guardian angels. And so literally what we will do, we will bring golden light into our body. We will imagine ourselves with golden wings. And again, using the symbolism of this imagery to call in the actual archetypal energy of what an angel is, what an angel represents. And so this doesn't have to be something where you have to have a religious perspective on this. You know, this is kind of beyond religion, but it is using kind of collective archetypal patterns in a sense. And so what we're going to do from there, we're going to bring ourselves into that angel embodiment. And then you're going to actually like see things with a golden lens. You're almost going to, your vision's going to change. And in a way, when you go kind of turn into the golden angel version of yourself, you can kind of think of this almost as like going Super Saiyan. And this is something that we've literally done in other broadcasts. Go check those out if you're looking for other ones. They're all on my channel. Again, youtube.com/SkullBabylon. There's a playlist for past meditations. And then we're going to go around and we're going to start off just by bringing some compassion and some love to different parts of our local city, to where we are in our local area. And we're going to spend a little bit of time on this. This is actually just the warm up. And then what we are going to do from there, we are going to imagine ourselves meeting in a place in the snow, keeping the winter theme to it. And what we are going to do, we are going to imagine ourselves as a community gathering around in a circle around a tree. Specifically, yes, a pine tree. And there's a very specific reason why it's a pine tree, symbolically, if you think about it this time of year, because of course the pine tree is associated with the pineal gland, the pine cone, and the pine tree in itself as a Christmas tree, symbolically. Maybe you haven't thought about this. A lot of you have already caught on to this. The Christmas tree itself is a sign and a symbol of ascension. You know, we have this symbol of this ascending point. We light it up with lights, kind of like the chakras activating. And then we have a crown or a star illuminating at the top. And so what we're going to do, we are going to imagine ourselves sitting around this circle. And at this point, we're going to kind of dial ourselves back just to our regular earth body versions of ourselves. We're not going to be the angel versions of ourselves just yet, but we're going to reactivate that. And then we're going to imagine kind of like energy moving from where each of us is sitting around the circle and moving towards the trunk of the tree. And then we're going to light up the tree. So at that point, the tree is not really lit, and we're going to put our energy into the tree and we're going to light up the tree. And the tree, like whether you think of it as Christmas lights, but it's almost going to be like an etheric energy. And so the tree will kind of like begin to shapeshift. It won't just be a tree. It'll almost be like a pulsating energy tree in a sense. And then all the way up to the point, as we focus our energy on this, to the tip of the tree where there will be the star. And in this particular meditation, what we're actually going to do, we're going to invite people to play with this idea, whether they wish to, or it's totally optional, but we'll actually imagine within the context of this community and the story that we're creating, that on top of the tree, instead of it just being a regular star, it will actually be the paradigm shift sigil. And so the paradigm shift sigil, I'll show you on screen. You can see it in the there it is, that corner up there. You can see that black sigil there. I'm also wearing one of the shift buttons of it, so you can see the sigil there, which already looks like a compass. It looks like a star. It looks like many things. And so we will imagine the sigil lighting up at the top of the tree, and as it does this, it begins sending out a pulse. It begins sending out a pulse out into the world, and this pulse is one that is programmed with our collective intention of peace, of compassion, of awareness, of consciousness, of enlightenment, of love. And so we'll imagine this like golden pulsating light, really focusing on the color of gold for this entire broadcast. And that's going to send a pulse out into the world, and we're going to focus on that. And then the next step that we're going to do, and this is pretty much almost close to the end, but this is kind of the climax that we're actually working up to. And again, me telling you this isn't spoilers. This is me like running you through the drill before we do it, in the same way we do hockey practice, right? So what we're going to do after that point, we're going to imagine ourselves still sitting around in a circle around the tree, and then we're going to imagine ourselves kind of astral projecting within this meditation. So there will be like a solid form of us sitting around in a circle by the tree, and then we're going to imagine looking around everyone in the circle, and you're going to see like the golden angel version of themselves coming up above them. So there's going to be like two versions of every person, like the more solid earthbound version of us, and then the angel version of us. And then there's going to be like a ring of angels around this tree. We're going to rise up to the point of the star, and then from there we're actually going to turn around, so now our back is to the tree, and then we're going to feel the love kind of coming through our heart. We're going to feel like the portal, the sigil, working its magic and moving through our heart. And then from there, we're going to synchronize this point of the meditation with very specific music. And I'm going to set you up to this because I won't be talking past this point, at least for the part that it takes place in. And basically, we'll be sending everyone out to wherever they feel called to be in any corner of the world. And basically, again, embodying that angel version of themselves and going out there and just spending the next about 8 minutes of that time frame, literally just like imagining yourself like going to the people who at this time of year need that extra love, they need that extra compassion, and just kind of blessing them. And also keeping in mind the idea of energetic consent. So like you're placing the energy around them in their space with the invitation for them to be able to receive it, opposed to like forcing love on them. I know it's kind of a funny thing, but we have to be mindful of this. Instead of like forcing love on them and imagining yourself just hugging them, it's more so you're doing it with the gesture that's an invitation for them to be able to receive it, opposed to like forcing it into their field in a sense. So you're like flooding this energy out into the earth so it becomes more permeable, so that people can access it, so that people will perhaps even have like heart-opening dreams tonight, so that they might wake up tomorrow and feel a little bit more cheerful. It's very interesting because it's like, what is the actual effect of what we were doing? Obviously it affects us. How does it affect the grid, right? Like this is kind of the thing where science is just like, well, you can't quite measure that, but a lot of us already know that this does make a difference. This is important. This is us working with the divine spiritual technology inside of us to be able to utilize the potential of what we can do. You know, we can either choose not to do this, or we can choose to do it. And so we here as a community, we choose to do that. We choose to enact this story, even just for the symbolism of what it represents. And so for the next 8 minutes of that time period, what we're actually going to do is we're actually going to have the music playing of Silent Night. And the Silent Night song, it's actually going to be a very special version that I've chosen. That's a version actually sung by Sinead O'Connor. And the link for this is in the YouTube info, so credit to them. And the song Silent Night, I really want you to listen to the song once we play it. It's a very calming, very etheric version of it, and I really want you to feel it in your heart. And in this moment, you like, if you feel like your heart's open and you're like crying and you're on that verge of crying, absolutely, you have permission. Give yourself permission to. And so just going over the silent night part, and this is where like the theme of this broadcast is called Heavenly Peace on Earth. This is kind of like an allude to that, because there's actually the part in the lyrics that says like sleep in heavenly peace. And so the lyrics of the song, I'll just kind of read over them really quick for you, but I want you just kind of like look at them in a more symbolic sense, kind of out beyond the connotation of how we might see them based on the religious story of what it's telling, which is the birth of Jesus Christ. But again, this is kind of like thinking about it more as a symbol for the birth of Christ consciousness within us. Again, Christ in Mass, Christmas, that's what this time of year is really all about. The Christmas spirit, right? Like regardless of the holiday, there is a Christmas spirit that moves through people at this time of year. It's a very powerful time of year to assist in the awakening of consciousness. So the lyrics of the song says, "Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright." And so again, you can kind of think, and so like all is calm, all is bright. The calm part, it's like that's obvious, but then the bright part, thinking about seeing the world through the eyes of an angel, you're like seeing everything as light, as bright. Round yon virgin, mother and child. Now with that part, the mother and child, opposed to it just being Mary and Jesus, at that point, I want you to think about it as being like Gaia and humans at that point. Like we are the child. And the work that we're doing as earth angels, light guardians, shifters, is like an ambassador for the energy of the mother, of Gaia, of, you know, even the Holy Spirit, the Father, the Trinity. It's all in there, right? And so again, round yon virgin, mother and child. So really focusing on that. And then holy infant, so tender and mild. And again, the infant, really thinking about that as us, you know, as us. It's like, my goodness, like we are still the infant. As much as we think we're full-grown adults, like as a soul level, we're still infants. We still need that guidance. We still are growing through so much. And that's why it's important to be able to help each other. And again, the next part in the lyrics, sleep in heavenly peace. So again, it's about being in rest, the heavenly peace. What does heavenly peace mean? It is kind of like heavenly peace can be thought of as that awareness of higher consciousness, of seeing the connection between all things, seeing the unity of all things. That's a very powerful phrase. That repeats a few times. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin, mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. And then the last part, like that's all the lyrics, and the last part is Christ the Savior is born. And so again, Christ the Savior is born, symbolically, like that is like the Christ consciousness awakening within inside of us. That is what we're seeing it as within the context of this meditation and within the lyrics of the song, and just like the overall vision of what it is that we're creating. So if you're and then after that, basically like you're doing your angel stuff, you're bringing your healing, you're like imagining gold running through your fingers and like energy on your hands, and you're going wherever you need to. You're like imagining people in your life, you're imagining strangers, you're imagining people on the street, you're imagining animals, and you're just really bringing your love with them, knowing that wherever you put your light, wherever you put your focus is where you put your love, and that grows. Like that's the thing. Like we are so like we are just tapping into the awareness of how powerful our focus is collectively through guided meditation, through collective focus. So after we do that, after the song comes to an end, we'll bring ourselves back around the tree, we'll bring ourselves back down to our earth plane bodies, and then at that point we'll pretty much just do like kind of like some individual like group hugging. We'll imagine this as a team, and we'll just kind of like thank everyone, kind of like imagining this ceremony around the tree, and then from there we'll basically just imagine ourselves going back to our location of our house, and then from there we will go back into our body. And from there, we will return our awareness to the space around us, and that concludes the meditation. So if that meditation sounds like something you want to do and you're pretty excited about it, if that sparkles with you, drop an 1111 in the chat right now. So again, this is you know, this is our gift to ourselves. As much as I am the one facilitating this, I remind you that like I am another version of you. Like I am channeling all of this as us, for us, So thank you so much for being here. And again, it's not too late to be able to invite some friends. Again, even if you're looking to be able to invite them afterwards, that's totally cool. You can do that. And of course, the MP3s are going to be in the YouTube info afterwards, and you can find the MP3s at live.paradigmshiftcentral.com and Paradigm Shift Radio on iTunes. So all the past broadcasts are there and the meditations are there, so it's super easy and convenient. So people can listen to this in the future and still get a lot out of it, right? So awesome. Seeing lots of 1111s in the chat. Looks like everyone's nice and ready. So I'll just remind everyone that if they happen to already have a Light Guardian crystal on them, please feel free to bring that into your space now. And of course, the Light Guardian crystals, for those unaware, these are exclusive items within the Paradigm Shift Central project, manifested out of the higher dimensional space of the dream realm, so to speak. They're handmade by me, and they are created with intention for shifters as potent tools to be able to help assist with the shift in consciousness, and they're meant to be used like while meditating. So you can like take it and you can like put it in your hand while meditating. You can hold on to it. You can just place it near you, keep it somewhere to be able to create that sacred space. And of course, if you're looking to be able to get your Light Guardian crystal and you haven't yet, you can do that at questitemshop.com, which is our local shop with items, which also include lots of other awesome stuff. And that is in the YouTube info. And of course, if you're tuned into this broadcast and you really appreciate the value that we are creating here together as a community, please be sure to check out the team Patreon as well. Patreon is a monthly micro donation to be able to help support artists who are creating content. And so we've been building our Patreon over the years, and we are currently at 156 active donators with about 864 monthly micro earning. We're going to keep bringing that number up. Just as like a side note, some of you would notice that number fluctuates sometimes. I haven't fully been focusing on inviting new people to sign up. We're going to be focusing more on that in January. But if you're involved with this project, maybe you're new, maybe you've been around for a while, and you really appreciate the value that is coming through with this, then please be sure to sign up when you can. And again, the asking monthly micro donation of that is just $3 to $10, and we do these weekly guided meditations, the weekly broadcasts, and so much more content. You are literally getting like hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of value every month through the community and what it is that we are sharing with you. So be sure to check out the Patreon at patreon.com/Brendan Culton. Again, links are in the YouTube info. And thank you so much, everyone, whether you've signed up yet or not, for being here, for your support and your contribution. Your presence in itself is greatly appreciated. So with that said, we are ready to move into the start of the meditation. We currently have about 20 people on YouTube and about 10 people on Facebook. A reminder for those of you on Facebook, please feel free to jump over to the YouTube if you want to. The link's up in the top, so you have to exit out of it and click it again. But if you're already there on Facebook and you're comfortable, totally cool. But just know that the YouTube is where you'll find all the past broadcasts. So thank you again, everyone. Last chance to share it. And at this point, I would just invite everyone to start getting comfortable. And with that said, we will begin the meditation. The other thing I'll mention is that tonight's meditation is going to be using some audio in the background from our friends at Power Thought Meditation Club. We're going to be working with some 432 Hertz tonight. And so again, you can check them out on YouTube at Power Meditation Club, and we'll be doing some more collaboration with them in the future. So thank you to them as well. So yeah, I'm ready to go. So let's do this. It's currently 10 o'clock on my end. We're going to aim to have this part of the meditation go for, I would say, probably no more than 45 minutes, give or take. So yeah, we're all good. So awesome. Thank you everyone for being here, and happy holidays, happy spirit of Christmas, you know, all that good stuff. So awesome. Let's work our magic. Let's do the things that we're here to do. So this is going to be fun. All right, so with that said, I'm going to switch over to the animation of the Paradigm Shift Sigil on screen now. You'll be able to see that. Go ahead, take a look at that real quick, and remind yourself that like that is the sigil that you'll see at the top of the tree, if you choose to. I mean, a star is a star. That's totally cool, but just have that visualization in your mind and have that ready for when we get to the tree. So again, we'll start off, scan our body, astral project above, do some quick angel work, so to speak, and then we'll go to the tree, charge up the tree, light the tree up symbolically, send the pulse out from the top of the tree beacon, the sigil. Then from there, we will send ourselves out to the far corners of the earth as angels, symbolically, literally, with the silent night playing for about 8 minutes, give or take, and then we will return, and then we will celebrate, and then we will conclude. And then we will party afterwards in the Discord chat. So All right, so with that said, I just invite everyone to get nice and comfortable, find a spot for you to be able to sit in. For this meditation, I do highly recommend that you sit upright. Other meditations, we commonly say that, you know, if you want to lie down, you can lie down, though you might fall asleep. For this one, encouraging you to sit upright, whatever's comfortable for you. It's not mandatory, but of course you want to be able to keep your awareness in your waking state for this meditation. So again, get some water, get nice and comfortable, put a pillow on your lap if you need to, sit with your back against the wall if you're on a bed, wherever you are. And with that said, we will move ourselves into the beginning of this meditation. So on behalf of all the shifters, on behalf of all the light guardians, again, my name's Brendan. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for being here and for adding your energy, your presence, your gifts to this celebration. So wonderful. Okay. So let's begin simply by allowing ourselves to get nice and comfortable. Find a position that's going to work for you. The YouTube chat should be quiet at this point as everyone is in their position and getting themselves ready to begin this meditation. So let's just gently relax the body, roll your shoulders a bit, release any tension, wiggle your fingers, stretch your palms open a bit, straighten up your spine, and if you haven't yet, when you're ready, gently close your eyes. And so, together, we will begin the meditation by connecting with our breath. Gentle inhales through the nose. Gentle exhales through the nose or the mouth. Again, gentle inhales through the nose. Nice and slow exhales through the nose or the mouth. Continue to find the rhythm of your breath. And as you do this, begin to pay attention to the space between the inhale and the exhale. And just notice the feeling of magic within this sacred space. So with the inhale, gently breathe in through the nose. Hold it there for a second. Observe that space. And gentle exhales through the nose or the mouth. With each breath, your body becomes more relaxed. You give yourself permission to move deeper into theta. You feel your body relaxing. And so as you continue to breathe in this moment, we will slowly begin scanning the body. And as we do this, you can gently imagine a degree of warmth, of white golden light moving to your different parts of your body. And as you do this, allowing each part of the body to relax, to move yourself into that place of stillness. And from that place of stillness, we will allow our inner focus to become even more heightened. So again, take a couple more breaths here together as a team. Gentle inhales. Hold it. Gentle exhales. Another one together as a team. Gentle inhales. Hold it there. Gentle exhales. Continue to let the rhythm of your breath naturally unfold as you bring your focus to scanning your body, starting with the feet, the shins, and the knees. Bringing your focus there, and as you do this, allowing your feet, your shins, and your knees to gently relax. Good. Calibrating your body. Next, bringing your awareness up to your thighs, your hips, your groin, and gently bringing that golden light into that space, that warmthness, purely through the focus of your mind, and allowing your thighs, your hips, and your groin to gently relax. Perfect. Bringing awareness to your stomach, to your lower back, even to your buttocks. Kind of skipped over that one. And allow your stomach, your lower back, and your buttocks to gently relax. Perfect. Moving your awareness up to your chest, to your back. Bringing that light, that focus, that warmth into those parts of your body, and gently allowing your chest and your back to slowly relax. Continuing to scan the body, bringing our awareness to our shoulders, to our biceps, our elbows, allowing our shoulders, our biceps, our elbows to gently relax. Next, bringing our awareness to our forearms, to our wrists, to our hands, and gently allowing our forearms, our wrists, and our hands to relax. Wonderful. You're doing great. Moving the awareness next up to our throat, to the back of our neck, to our jaw, and gently allowing our throat and the back of our neck and our jaw to relax. Moving our awareness up to our cheeks, to our tongue. You can release the tongue from the top of your mouth if it is sitting there. Otherwise, it's totally fine to keep it there. And allow our cheeks and our tongue to relax. Moving the awareness next up to our eyes, our eyebrows, our forehead, our ears, our nose, and allow our eyes, our eyebrows, our forehead, our ears, and our nose to gently relax. And lastly, bringing our awareness to the top of our head, to the back of our head, breathing into that part of our body, and feeling the top of our head and the back of our head gently relax. Now straighten up your spine as if someone's pulling a little string from the top of your head, just becoming even a millimeter taller. And breathe into your heart. And as you do this, we'll gently just bring our awareness to the microcosmic orbit that is within us, that you're welcome to be aware of throughout the meditation. And this microcosmic orbit can be thought of as an oval that literally runs up through our chakras. And it starts at the root, at the coccyx. And with a breath inhale, deep inhale, imagine an energy moving up your spine, all the way up the back of your neck to the top of your head. And with the exhale, imagine this energy like running water rolling down your forehead, past your lips, past your heart, past your sacral, down to your roots. Again, we'll breathe here together, allowing this energy to become active as we prepare ourselves to move into the next part of the meditation. As you breathe in, even flexing your muscles at the base of your roots. As you breathe in, you tighten that muscle like a pump, And on the exhale, imagining that energy rolling down past your lips, past your heart as you release. Continuing to breathe here, and for those who aren't familiar, the muscle can be thought of as the same muscle that you use when you are stopping yourself from urinating, to be specific. And so that particular muscle, when you gently flex it as you breathe, it becomes a pump for this energy to move up through our body. And so as we become aware of this energy, we allow it to activate, and that energy will continue to flow into the rest of our meditation. So together here, one more breath. Gentle inhale, tighten that muscle, breathing up, imagining, visualizing, focus on visualizing the energy up the spine, around the top of your head. Hold it at the top of the head if you choose. Exhale down past the forehead, the lips, the heart, the sacral, back to the root. Good. Activating the microcosmic orbit. And so from here, now that we have allowed ourselves to calibrate our body, we will slowly begin to bring in the 432 hertz, which you will hear in the background. And at this point, within the meditation, we will move into the visualization of floating above our house very slowly. And so to do this, imagine the lightness of your body becoming 5 times lighter. And begin to visualize yourself as you feel your body slowly lifting. And you slowly begin to shift your visualization to a version of yourself that is now gently floating above yourself within your own space, wherever you happen to be in this moment. And so in this moment, you can take an opportunity to move yourself in front of yourself, to look at yourself sitting there with your eyes closed in peace. And gently send yourself some love in this moment. Gently take a moment to connect with yourself. Bless yourself in this moment. You can feel a warmthness in your heart. Even if you wish to, at any time during this meditation, if you wish to move your hands over your heart, you can do that. And so gently allow yourself to smile. And when you are ready, allow, with the direction of your mind, to slowly guide yourself to float upwards as you release yourself from any illusion of gravity, and you allow your thoughts to direct the movement of your spirit, of your body, and you slowly float higher above your ceiling if you're inside, above your house. And now you're floating, give or take, about 20, 30, 40 meters above your house, wherever you may happen to be. And now take a look at your landscape. Perhaps it is nighttime where you are, perhaps it is not. If it is nighttime, really work with the visualization of just seeing this landscape of lights illuminating in the distance, the individual lights of houses, of families. And just breathe in this moment, breathing in the coolness of the air. You can still feel the air in this space. Really focusing on the sensations in this moment. Feel that air move through your body. Good. And so while we are here, gently floating in this space, we will slowly move into activating our angel version of ourselves, our activated avatar version of ourselves, whatever name you choose to give it. And to do this, we will gently begin by imagining a single point of light in our heart, gently becoming larger and moving through our body with every single breath. And so the microcosmic orbit pumps this energy through our body like blood through our veins, imagining this golden light in your heart, again putting your hands on your heart if you wish to. And as you do this, even calling in your angels, calling in your ancestors, calling in whatever you wish to in this moment as you prepare to embark on this path of healing on behalf of all. And so you feel this golden light moving through your chest, moving through your arms, moving through your legs, all the way down and around your body. And next, imagine bringing your hands in front of your body. And you feel the energy from your hands, and you can begin to feel and imagine a pulsating orb of energy between your hands. And this energy has a texture to it, a viscosity to it. You can feel it. There's a warmthness to it. And so just allow that energy to be something you can move and you can play with, for you will be using it throughout this meditation to literally bless anything that you wish. Anything that you touch will be blessed with your golden light, with your focus, with your love. Seeing your love as an extension of the love of Gaia, of the universe itself. And as you are floating here in this space, next, what we will do is breathe deeper into our heart a little bit before. And as we do this, slowly, I want you to imagine yourself flexing your back as you gently begin to imagine your angel wings emerging from your back. So you can imagine yourself even straightening up your spine, opening up your chest just a little bit more. And you gently feel these wings expanding from your back, these golden wings that expand multiple feet in each direction, as large as you wish to imagine them. And literally imagine in this moment, not just the vision of them, but the literal feeling of them. Imagine the actual muscles within these angel wings. And gently move them back and forth, up and down. And imagine yourself working a muscle in your mind that you forgot you had. And so, allow yourself to rise even higher. Allow yourself to gently become familiar with these angel wings. Imagine yourself feeling the guidance coming through you, the love coming through you. For many say that there are angels here on this earth who are simply waiting for those to invite them in. They are waiting to be able to serve. And so let us serve on behalf of those angels who have been waiting. Let us serve on behalf of the ascended masters. Let us serve on behalf of your own heart as a light guardian, as a shifter, as an earth angel that you literally are. Perhaps in another incarnation, in a parallel reality, you literally are an angel. Play with that idea. Let it be malleable. Let it inspire you. Let it be something that you remember in this moment. And so, as you are in this space, allow yourself to gently continue to breathe into your heart. To allow yourself to gently be present within this moment. And slowly, what we will begin to do next is we will begin to move ourselves through the location that we are in, within our local city, not globally yet. And you will feel yourself called to the spaces where love is needed. Let yourself simply ask to be guided to go where you are needed to. And so in this moment, gently imagine yourself floating in a direction that your heart feels called to. Seeing the landscape move underneath you. Feeling the wings on your back still. Seeing the illumination on your hands. And for the next few moments, as I gently allow yourself to continue this on your own, as I bring up the music and stop talking, you will slowly practice, focusing on practicing, imagining yourself, perhaps individually going to people, going to families, and being an ambassador for love to them in this moment. Imagine the gold light moving from your hands. Imagine it filling the spaces where love is needed for others to be able to receive it, for others to have the permission to open their hearts to it. And so, as you continue to do this, focusing on the visualization, focusing on the feeling, feeling yourself moving like water, allowing yourself to simply go where you are needed. So continue this for the next several moments, literally no more than 4 or 5 earth minutes. And then from there we will return and we will head to the tree. So continue this, reminding yourself that wherever you focus, you bring love to that space. And as you do all of this, allow your heart to be continuously filled with love as you feel the love of actual angels moving through your heart. As you remind yourself of what you are here to do, both in this meditation and in the physical dimensions as well. Allow yourself to express what you feel called to do authentically, be it individually going up to strangers and imagining yourself giving them a warm hug, or perhaps even pouring out streams and beams of love into individual places within your community, or just flying around and sprinkling it over the entire landscape. Use your imagination. Be as creative as you feel called to in this moment. Continue this, and we will return together in the next few moments. Go forth and do this now. Thank you. So just continue this for a few more moments, and then we'll return. Keep going. You're doing great. Beautiful. Wonderful. And so, in this moment, rise a little bit higher, expand your wings, look down on the landscape that you are over top of right now, and see the gold, the love, the light that now permeates from the space that you have spent time focusing on. And though we forgot to do this, and I apologize, we'll do it more next time, reminding you that in this state, inviting you to imagine seeing the world through the eyes of an angel, so to speak. And what I mean by this is seeing things in a more energetic way, with filters pulled back. And from this perception of having the filters pulled back, we are capable of seeing the love that we leave, the love that we bring forth, the love that we share. And so as you look down on the landscape through these eyes of an angel that you are, from this higher dimensional perspective that you are already familiar with on a soul level, you can see the landscape. You can see the individual souls illuminated. You can see the love flowing through the streets. And so thank you for helping bring it there. And let it be beyond just this meditation. Let it be through your actions. Let it be through what you do tomorrow and the rest of your week and month and years. Let you always be reminded of the fact that every day is an opportunity to help bring more love into this world. And so from here, as you are floating above the landscape, we will now move to the shared location together in a field of snow with the pine tree. And so feel in your heart yourself being pulled like gravity towards the direction of the tree, whatever that direction may happen to be for you. And as you do this, perhaps you feel yourself accelerating, moving a little bit faster. As an earth angel from this place of pure imagination, you can literally fly as fast as you desire. And so you soar over the landscape, and maybe as you do, you sprinkle a little bit more love along the way. And in the distance, you see this huge, beautiful, sacred pine tree, and you begin to see the other angels, the other light guardians, the other shifters coming together from all directions. And as they arrive at the tree, when each one puts their feet on the ground, You see them return to the form of their earth incarnation that they represent. And so, as you see everyone gathering, when you are ready, you gently bring your feet down to the ground. And as you do, you simply dial back the notch of your fully activated angel self. It is still there. We're just dialing it back a bit for the purpose of ceremony. And so you literally feel in this moment as your feet touch the ground, perhaps even becoming aware of the sensation of the snow. Perhaps even imagining yourself barefoot, you feel the crispness of it collapsing under the weight of your feet, the coolness of it sending a sensation up through your body. And at this point, everyone in this circle, hundreds of us surrounding this tree in a large circle, sitting down together, synchronized. And in this moment, you observe the tree, you look at it before you, and it is not lit up yet. It is literally just a pine tree, the same pine tree you would find in a forest occurring naturally. And as we prepare to move into the next stage of this sacred ceremony, you are welcome to imagine yourself holding hands with the persons sitting next to you. And perhaps, if you choose as an option, if any of you are listening to this with your friends nearby, perhaps you may choose to hold hands together as well. Totally optional. Whatever you are most comfortable with. And so as we do this, we feel the entire circle connecting. We feel a spark of energy, of love moving through us. And simply through these words alone, you bring it into reality through the sensations sparked by this narrative. And you straighten up your spine. You feel the love within your heart. And together, let us breathe. Gentle inhales. Gentle exhales. And as we continue to breathe with each breathe, imagine us cultivating the fire within us. And slowly, as we do this, begin to imagine from yourself individually, knowing that everyone else will do the same. Imagine the visualization of a single line of purple energy moving from the center of your body across the snow on the ground towards the trunk of the tree, very slowly. And so breathe into your heart, gentle inhales together, and exhales together. These purple lines begin moving towards the tree. Together with a gentle inhale, one more, and they will reach the trunk of the tree. Deep inhale, hold it at the top, cultivate microcosmic orbit, push energy moving out. Seeing that energy connect with the bottom of the tree. And now with each inhale, you see this energy slowly beginning to spiral up the tree. And as we do this with each breath, we invite the symbolism of our own ascension to be seen and felt. We ignite this tree as a symbol for the collective awakened consciousness of all beings, for the timelines that we continue to align with. And so you see this tree illuminating spirals, multiple spirals moving around the tree with each breath, gentle inhales. Exhale, seeing the energy moving up through the tree, more colors intertwining with it, the tree itself shifting and pulsating, and slowly moving towards the top of the tree. And as it reaches the top of the tree with the next breath, you will see this energy reach a crescending point. And as it does, it literally brings the star, the paradigm shift sigil, into form, like it grows out of the tree. So again, inhale together, carrying that intention of love, pure love, moving that into the tree. And you see the sigil begin to emerge from the top of the tree, igniting with golden lights. And now with each and every inhale, continuing to breathe, that sigil now emits a pulse of a golden ring that sends out a symbol, a signal of love in all directions, reaching every single space on earth, all the way back and around to where we are. And so you breathe here, you see the tree illuminated, you see the tree energetically pulsating. You look around and you see all of the other people breathing. You look up towards the top of the tree and you see this golden pulse being sent out. This pulse, a pulse of love, a pulse of consciousness, Christ consciousness, compassion, growth, healing, enlightenments, inspiration, duty, all of it. Whatever you choose to put into it, put what you wish into that pulse. And so you look in awe and wonder of this tree before you. And you let this magic fill your heart. You let this moment be felt deeply within your soul. And so take another breath here, gentle inhales. Exhale, the energy moves from your body up the tree, all the way ascending, hitting the top, illuminating the sigil, sending that golden ring out once again. This continues to happen naturally without us having to think about it now. And next, we will shift our focus into moving back into our angel form, our activated avatar form. And so you imagine everyone continuously sitting in this circle in their earth dimension form. And gently, in the same way we did earlier in the meditation, you're actually doing this twice now. Imagining yourself becoming lighter within this space. So you feel yourself rising up out of your body while still leaving an echo of your body sitting in the circle. And again, you rise out of your body as your angel form. You activate your angel form. You activate yourself into this golden being of light. And you look around at every single other person and you see them doing the same. You see the energy rising up out of the crown of their head, forming into these beautiful beings. And together, all of us rising gently towards the top of the tree, coming closer as we tighten up the circle. And you look around at every single person, and the pulse of the light from the sigil, from the tree, moves and connects with your heart. It literally moves through you. And you feel the illumination of this. You feel the inspiration of this. You feel the love of this. And you take a breath here. And you look in the eyes of all of the other angels. And you're reminded of the bigger story in this moment. You're reminded of who we are beyond the stories that we have come to play here on earth. a part of the stories we are here to play on earth, where we have forgotten who we are as angels, as light guardians, simply so that we can remember, and simply so that we can show up in purpose, in duty, as ambassadors, as a bridge between the earth plane and higher consciousness, to be able to help bring forth the intention of creating heavenly peace on earth through individual moments of magic and compassion. And you have that magic to be able to create heavenly peace on earth every single day, in any moment that you are in, simply with understanding, compassion, and awareness. And so when you are ready, slowly we will turn ourselves around as we prepare to move out in every single direction as light guardians, as soldiers, S-O-U-L, soldiers, angels, angles, all the different directions. And you stay in this space for now. And as you are here, you feel the paradigm shift sigil, the star at the top of the tree. You feel it through the back and you feel it through the chest. For those who have done the past meditations with us, feeling the illumination of the paradigm shift sigil in your chest and letting it serve as a portal for those higher conscious emotions, feelings, and intentions. And so, as you continue to breathe here, we will begin to move ourselves into the next part of the meditation, where again, you will go out to wherever you feel called to. You will move as slow or as fast as you feel called to. You will bring love wherever you are, to the far reaches of the earth, for the humans, for the animals, for the plants, for all kingdoms. You are a powerful being. Your imagination makes you powerful. So use your imagination. Bring as much magic into your hands as you wish, as you can, as you are capable of. So breathe here in your heart. And slowly, as we transition here, we'll begin to prepare ourselves as I begin to turn on the music for the silent night. But first, let us be in this place of stillness and complete silence. So take a couple more breaths here. And as you breathe in the silence, once again, I invite you to invite in the power and the presence of your ancestors, of your angels, of your higher self. Speak to it within this silence. Do this now. One more breath. Beautiful. And so, as we prepare to move out, at the cue of the music, you will move forth. There's nothing else I need to tell you. You know exactly what you are here to do in this moment. You are here to serve. You are here to shift the vibrations, to shift the paradigms, to be the vibrations. You are a golden angel of light. Feel this in your heart. And when you are ready, at the cue of the music, move forward and do what you are here to do. Be the bridge for this heavenly peace on earth.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, we see, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, we say, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds first saw the sight, glorious streaming from heaven afar. Heavenly hosts singing Alleluia. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, we see, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, we say, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
Continuing here, simply reminding you any emotions that you may feel, any activation sensations that move through your hearts, allowing those to happen naturally, allowing yourself to cry if you feel it within this moment. Continue here. Go forth.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, we see, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child. Shepherds first saw the sight, glorious streaming from heaven afar, heavenly hosts singing Alleluia. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born. Silent night, holy night, all is calm we see, all is bright, round young Virgin Mother and Child, holy infant, so tender and mild, we say, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly
And so slowly, at your own pace, allowing yourself to finish whatever moment you may be in, and gently we will begin to move ourselves back towards the direction from which we came, returning to the tree, and just imagining so much of what was just done in those last few moments, feeling the motherly warmth, the fatherly warmth coming through us, and knowing that anything that we felt in this meditation can be present within our hearts beyond this moment. You can literally just daydream about this. Just take the time to think about this, to think about how many people out there who would just melt in the arms of your love. And that is a beautiful thing, the power that each one of us has through our individual actions, through our free hugs, through our words, through our presence. And that is the gift that we bring to the tree. We bring the gift of our presence. And so as you soar across the landscape, seeing through the eyes of an angel, you see the landscape now illuminated. You see the warmth of the love enveloping all that you have touched. And gently off in the distance, you see the tree once again as you prepare to move yourself towards it, towards where we came from, moving back there and seeing all of the other angels coming in from all the different directions that we had traveled in, acknowledging the many different characteristics that each one of us are, looking so similar yet so different, And we gather around at the top of the tree once again. And in this moment, you look into the eyes of the other people around as their angel form, and you thank them. You express your gratitude to them, understanding that each of us literally is a fractal of one love, of one source, of one being. And that being is the presence. That being is light. That being is love. And so as the beacon continues to illuminate and sends out this pulse, slowly we'll begin to move ourselves back to our earth form, sitting down at the base of the tree. And you will go back to that version of your body. And when you are ready, gently merging yourself back with that body. And you breathe into your heart. You open up your chest. You still feel the wings on your back, knowing that you can activate them at any time. And again, you imagine yourself looking around the circle, seeing everyone, looking at the tree, seeing the illuminated star, the paradigm shift sigil, continuing to send out this beacon of golden light, continuing to pulse. And slowly, gently imagining everyone standing up, rising to their feet, doing a little stretch, looking again at the tree, releasing your hands if you are still holding hands. And at this point, let us conclude the meditation by expressing gratitude together as a team. And so in this moment, you go around and you hug any of the other shifters, the light guardians who are here with you. Some you recognize, some you don't, some who you are already friends with here in this community. And you thank them. You hug them. You feel their love. You feel their potential. You feel the love they have for you. You see the bigger story that we are creating together, knowing that this experience, that this story ripples beyond this present moment, that there's still so much more to do together, both in duty and celebration. And so you allow the smiles to come across your face. You see some group hugs, individual group hugs taking place. You join in on some group hugs and you feel the warmth. You allow yourself to just melt into these moments. You just breathe here together as a team. One big group hug together. Allowing our breath to synchronize. Together, gentle inhales. And gentle exhales. Feeling a familiarity. The love and the warmthness of the mother, of the father, like being back in the womb. Yet here on earth, feeling the heavenly peace within your heart, because that is where it comes from. It comes from within you. It's always been there. And so, as this group hug gently releases, we stand next to the tree, we look up, we smile together at what we have created, at what we have done. You give some more hugs. Perhaps you see me amongst the crowd. If you would like to come up and give me a hug, absolutely, you are welcome to. I gladly receive it. And of course, I take a moment as we look each other in the eyes, in the heart. We look each other in the heart. And I thank you. I thank you for all you are, for all you continue to do, and for all that you are here to become. Thank you. Thank you. And we give another hug. You say any words you wish to me in this moment, and I receive them openly, with gratitude, with love. And so, in this moment, we gently begin to say our farewells, not goodbyes, simply farewells, until next time, wishing everyone the best on their continued journeys, knowing that as shifters and light guardians, we return to our individual corners of the map so that we can continue to serve as beacons of light where we are, illuminating across the grid. And as you imagine yourself saying goodbye, you slowly imagine yourself floating up into the sky again. Perhaps, if you wish to, you could just like snap your angel form back on, just boom, Super Saiyan. And then you just bolt across the sky like a shooting star, right back to your hometown, wherever you may be. And as you do, you look across the landscape. You see the illumination of the love that you have helped create, that you have helped bring forth. And you see your location of your physical body, and you slowly move towards it. You slowly float back down into the location where you are. And you take one more moment here to stand in front of yourself and to thank yourself and to express gratitude for yourself, speaking as the voice of the bigger you, of the higher self, speaking as the voice of your ancestors and your angels. And you thank yourself, seeing yourself as the beloved, as the one that you are. And so you take a moment here. You bless yourself in whatever way makes sense to you. You take one more breath, gentle inhale, big exhale. And slowly, as you continue to breathe, gently merging yourself back into your physical body, knowing that the angel version of yourself is now activated, continues to be present within your being, so that when you walk out the door tomorrow, you can imagine yourself as this activated avatar form, playing the version of yourself here on Earth, merging those higher versions of yourself, the 5D versions, if you wish to call them that, here in the 3D, with that wisdom, with that courage, with that compassion, as light guardians, as shifters. And so, now that you're back in your body, continuing to breathe, feeling the love in your heart, slowly, we will gently begin to bring our awareness back to our physical form at your own pace, by gently wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, and when you are ready, you may gently open your eyes and return your awareness to the space around you. And take your time, no rush here at all. And welcome back. Congratulations, mission accomplished. Good job, team. GG. Wonderful. And feel free to drop some 1111s in the chat once you're back in it, no rush. But coincidentally enough, we literally finished the meditation at 11:11 on my end. So bonus points for everyone on that. That just kind of goes to show that, you know, what we're doing here is definitely a part of a bigger thing. We are the flow continuing to be itself. So pretty awesome shifty stuff if you ask me. Awesome. So thank you again, everyone. That was awesome. Please feel free, once you get situated, to leave your comments in the chat. Let me know how that was for you, and I'll be sure to read some of the comments live on air before we conclude the broadcast. So that was great. That was fun. Again, you know, like, we've done how many meditations like weekly here? I think that's like 16 in a, like, give or take 16 in a row, 12 in a row, 16 in a row. Yeah, I think give or take. Wow, that was awesome. So yeah, leave some comments. What was some things you saw? What was some things you felt? How was that for you? How's your heart feeling right now? Again, like, don't feel like you have to like stare at the screen right now. If you're just like, I just want to sit here with my eyes closed for a little bit longer, absolutely feel free. Write something in your journal if you want to. Drink some water. Reminder, be sure to don't go driving anywhere right now. If you literally just finished this, get some fresh air if you wish. Make sure that you just kind of recalibrate yourself. So awesome. So getting some comments coming in through the chat, and again, I'll read the comments on air as you drop them in. Arita, namaste brother, namaste soul fam. Arita also says, so shifty, girl with the gong dropping her 1111s. Manuel dropping the woes with the hearts. And Arita saying, who visualized a cuddle puddle around Wolfie? I assume Wolfie is me. Thanks, Arita. Felt it. And Booty dropping some big hearts. Pure bliss, says Arita. Summer group hug. Thank you to all, says Booty. And so much gratitude. Thank you all, says Manuel. So awesome. Again, please feel free to drop those comments in. And yeah, like, that was a good one. That was a fun one. And you know, it's always interesting doing these meditations when we create this space and we're just like, when we lock into the idea of having a schedule, we really open up the space for trusting that what needs to come through will come through. And I'll be honest with you, like, going into this meditation earlier in the day, like, I was still coming off my like Cancerian full moon vibes, and I was feeling kind of like lower energy, and I was just, you know, part of me was just like, oh, you know, I think I just want to like sit this one out this week. I think I just want to like get a good sleep, and, you know, But then at the same time, I'm like, I must do this. Like, I've promised this, and I trust that if I do this, it will happen properly. And then so I like took a nap, and then I just like let the visions come to me, let the story come to me. And then I woke up and I was like, all right, let's do this. And so we showed up and we did it, and you showed up and you did it. So thank you so much for showing up and for doing it. A lot of energy, a lot of love goes into this. And again, it is our love as a team. Oh, Hyperterrestrial, our good friend Hyperterrestrial, shout out to him. Go check out his channel. Absolutely. Dropping some different universal sigils of like a sun, an atom, a peace sign, and the Star of David, Merkaba. Thank you, Hyperterrestrial, for being here. Thank you for adding your energy. Like, again, that's the thing that's powerful about these meditations. The idea of like our collective energy, every single person adding their energy to this just like amplifies it, right? So we got some powerful beacons here on the team. So thank you for adding your energy. Each of you is a superhero. Thank you for bringing your superpowers here. Summer was saying, I was singing along with the music. It was nice. Awesome, Summer. Good job. I'm glad you did that without me having to even mention that. That's beautiful. Because yeah, I can understand, like, I'm sure other people were probably kind of feeling that. So, and if, again, the link for the music is in the YouTube comment. It's by Sinead O'Connor. Please feel free to go back and listen to it again. You could literally just like, outside this meditation, turn that song on and drop right back into that meditation instantly. Like, you don't need the whole introduction at this point. Now that you're familiar with it, it's like running a program. It's like, boom, let's do it. Let's go right there. So you could listen to that again and just be like, be it for your own solace, for your own peace, or again, with that intention of just like putting more love into the grid. Arita says, buzzing for me, a lovely Christmas Eve meditation, Cancer vibes, Wolfie, home and hearth. Awesome. Thank you, Arita. Incredible. Awesome. She's saying me too to the sing along. And again, you know, like I wanted to do this meditation also because like with it being so close to Christmas, this really was about family. This really was about tribe. You know, I would have felt bad if we didn't do this meditation, because I know that these meditations mean a lot to people. And for me, being able to have the ceremony of this right before Christmas really means a lot. It helps solidify things. It really sets in stone what it is that we are creating here, which is a tribe, which is a team, which is a family, literally a family. So I thank you to each and every one of you for being here as family. You know, there might be people who are tuned into this who might not have like that family Christmas dinner to go to or something, or maybe they were feeling a little Cancerian lonely with this full moon. And you never know how much a broadcast like this might mean to someone. And I know it means a lot to all of you already. So thank you for being here, for giving that permission for you to show up and for adding your energy. It's beautiful. Let me check the comments real quick on the Facebook, which I don't normally do. No offense, Facebook, but sometimes I just focus more on the YouTube. Facebook was saying, Megan says, how beautiful. And Michelle says, I drifted in and out. This is a gift, charging us positively to go out and do good, be good, and feel good. Hug a shifter. Awesome. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you so much. And again, absolutely, like, that's the whole point of this meditation, right? And I know you already get this, but it's like, yeah, we're talking about doing it within the meditative space. But again, within the project, the concepts of the project, for those of you familiar, you know, the real world action is what we're always talking about. And that can be so many things. Again, like that can be free hugs. That can be acts of compassion in any form. That can be just having a conversation with a family member or a stranger. That can be just like working on yourself, working on your own art, getting yourself ready for what you want to bring, what golden angelic light you are bringing, that you are here to bring. And maybe you're still figuring that out, and that's okay. And that's why we have a family and a tribe, so that we can help lead collectively by example. So to all the other shifters out there, as I raise my light guardian crystal to my third eye, I bless it as I bless you, and I thank you for the connection that we share. Some very magical stuff that we got going on here. Awesome. And that was like some, like, seriously, man, like again, like I feel doing that meditation, like kind of on behalf of the angels. I feel like the angels would probably be like, oh my God, like they're talking about us. Like we don't get that much attention these days. And now here's an entire meditation, like themed around us. How awesome is that? And again, and I think it's interesting that a lot of us who have been brought up in maybe Catholicism or something like that, we would have been introduced to angels and then we might have backed away from it. But I think the angels idea is a very powerful one. And again, as I was talking about earlier, there's this idea that there's like a bunch of angels who are almost like out of work right now. Like they're waiting to be called upon. And so what happens when we call upon them? And that doesn't have to be a religious thing. That can be calling in yourself, your higher dimensional self, your angel self, your ascended master self, your ancestors, your future self, whatever you're thinking of it as. And again, what happens when we call that in, right? Like that can be adding extra courage. That can be adding extra synchronicity. That can be adding extra grace, extra peace, extra clarity. It's kind of one of those mysterious things that you don't really know it till you try. So if it's something that you feel comfortable, see how it feels. But again, I think that's a very powerful idea, to be reminded that we here on earth can be those angels, or at least ambassadors of those angels. And that's a crazy idea, right? Like if we've all lived multiple parallel lives, who's to say that at some point some of us here haven't lived a life as an angel and now we're here in the physical, like, or parallel, we're an angel at the same time. It's trippy stuff, man. But I think it's a very powerful thing to think about. Awesome. I'm just going to read a few more comments here and then we're going to wrap this up. Summer says, thank you for holding space for us, brother, from our celestial mother. Thank you, Summer, as well. Thank you, Sistar. Girl with the gong says, very uplifting. Thank you, everyone. Arita, gorgeous human being. Blessing. You're a gorgeous human being. Awesome. Summer says, by the way, your card today was dedication. Thanks, Summer. Summer pulled a card for me earlier, and and I told her, she was like, can I pull a card for you? And I was like, don't tell me it right now. And so she pulled it, and that's what it was. So dedication. Thank you, Summer. That's coincidental, right? Damn, this is so like just, oh my God, man, this is So life is so magical, so synchronistic. Like we are the flow, right? So it knows what it's doing. Summer says, yeah, I pulled a card even though he said, nah, it was too late. It came out. Mwahaha. Summer, you're funny. Arita, aw, you. Aw, thanks. All right, let's get ready to wrap this up so that we can go to sleep, get a good rest, and get ready for tomorrow. Monday is the start of a new week. Of course, we got Christmas coming up, but for those of you within the Paradigm Shift Central community, we always got stuff going on. So inviting anyone here who perhaps is brand new to this and wants to be able to join in with the community and what we're doing, be sure to join the team Discord link. The link for that is at tinyurl.com/paradigm shift chat. The link is in the YouTube info. If you're on Facebook, just send me a message and I'll send you the link for it for the invite as well. And again, reminding you to please check out the team Patreon if you have not yet, and be sure to add your support there when you can to be able to help continue to support the ongoing evolution of this project and the free broadcasts that we do here for the community. So again, there's a lot of value in that. Like that's you know, financial wise, who knows, but just energetically wise, that's a lot of energy that we were manifesting there together. So thank you for helping us turn all that energy into something beautiful together. So, and be sure to hit that like button on YouTube. Thank you Summer, for reminding me. And of course, share this broadcast with your friends and check out past ones if you might be new. Again, just go to live.paradigmshiftcentral.com. There's a lot on there, a lot of amazing content, all the past broadcasts. It's all free. It's all there for you to help you activate into your activated avatar, into your activated light guardian. So beautiful, beautiful. Awesome. If there's any other comments real quick, and if you guys just want to express some gratitude real quick, drop those in the comments right now and I'll read those off, and then we will conclude this broadcast. In the meantime, I'm just reminding everyone to tune in for future broadcasts. Again, guided global meditations every Sunday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here, youtube.com/Skull Babylon, and also our team roundtables Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The next roundtable that we have coming up for the date of December something, 30 something ish, 28th ish, give or take, is going to be 27th. On the 27th is going to be Paradigm Shift Destiny School on the topic of psychedelic experiences. So not just psychedelics, but psychedelic experiences. So be sure to tune in for that and take part, and check out the recording if you're not able to make it live. And yeah, be sure to check out more at live.paradigmshiftcentral.com. We've got lots of quest journals and conscious articles, and we're inviting other conscious media creators to be able to sync up with the team. There's a lot of awesome things happening here in the community. So no new comments, which is totally cool. We're ready to wrap this up. Mission accomplished. Thank you so much, everyone. Let this love that we have created here continue to permeate, continue to be felt. May you have beautiful dreams when you go to sleep. And thank you so much for continuing to be the shift that you wish to see, for continuing to ripple out these waves of love in so many beautiful ways. So I look forward to continuing to share our collective stories together. So with that said, on behalf of all the light guardians, on behalf of all the shifters, my name is Brendan, aka Wolfie, aka Wolf Shield, aka Skull Babylon, aka Mystic Spider-Man. Be sure to follow me at Mystic Spider-Man on Instagram if you aren't already yet. Be sure to leave some comments on YouTube if you watch this all the way through, and let me know. Your feedback is always greatly appreciated. And so I love you, I see you, I honor you, and I'm proud of you. So until next time, keep it shifty, and we will see you in the future. Woo! All right, I'll see you in the Discord chat for those of you who are still up right now. We can hang out for a bit. Much love, peace, and wholeness. Pew, 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 pew.